My name is Kailas Bhosle. I am from Sanjeevani College of Engineering, Kopargaon. In this session, we are going to study about the deflection of cantilever with point load. So for this unit, we have referred textbooks and reference books. At the end of the session, the learners will be able to derive slope and deflection equation for cantilever with a point load. Suppose that this is the cantilever beam, it is fixed at the end A, and at the free end we apply the point load. When you apply the point load, the length the beam will deflect like this one. The L is the length of the beam. So this is the deflection of the beam when we apply the load at the free end. This is the deflection will be shown by delta B, and this is the slope. Slope is the angle of the tangent of the line with the horizontal. So this is the slope of the beam. So one condition is that when the beam is fixed at the cantilever, at this point there is no deflection because this is a fixed end. So there will not be any deflection of the point A. As the line is remaining horizontal, so slope at this point will be 0. However, at the free end, so the free end will deflect, and as well as we have to find out the slope of the point. So here we have to find out the deflection as well as slope at point B. The cantilever beam may be of uniform cross section and carries a point load at the free end A. So we have to determine the equation of the elastic curve and slope where C is the loaded at a distance x from the end A. We find deflection and slope at point. We find out slope and deflection at point B. So this is the point A, which is fixed one. Point B will be free end. This is a free end. So as this is a free end, it will deflect, and we will find out what is the slope. So here we will put the boundary condition. So suppose that here the distance is x. So we will put the boundary condition equation. Boundary condition is equation of the slope. That is at x, what is the theta value. Similarly, at the free end we apply the load. So deflection will be there. What is the amount of deflection? So for that purpose, x will be 0. So at the point B we will put the boundary condition as x will be 0. What is the value of y? This is the fixed end. We know that the fixed end at that point the slope is 0. So we are starting from the B point to A point. So at the point A, the boundary condition x will be L. What is the value of theta? Theta is 0. Deflection is 0 at the fixed end. So at the boundary condition, when the value of x will become L, the y becomes 0. So we'll put all the four boundary condition in the equation, and then we'll find out the slope as well as deflection. So we'll take this bending mode sign conventions. Using the free body diagram of the portion BC of the beam where C is loaded at a distance x from the point B, where we will find out the slope and deflection at point B. We'll take the section XX between at a distance of x from point B. So taking a section at a distance of x from point B, we'll find out the bending moment about the section XX. So M will be equal to, as this is going in the clockwise direction, it is a negative. Now it is going in the clockwise direction, so it is a minus P into X, load into distance. So substituting the value for M into equation and multiply both the members by the constant EI, we write EI d2i upon dx square will be equal to minus P into X. So we'll integrate this equation, we get EI dy by dx. So at the first time we will add the first constant, that is minus 1 by 2 px square plus c1. c1 is the constant of integration. So in this one we put the boundary condition. We now observe that at a fixed end A we have deflection is 0, slope is 0. At point A, when x is 0, slope is 0. So in the slope equation we'll put that value, boundary condition, slope is 0, so slope theta dy by dx is 0. So substituting this value into equation 3 and solving for we'll get the value of c1. So this is become 0 at point A when we have to put the boundary condition. What is the value? So this dy by dx slope is 0 when the value of x is equal to L. So we have to replace the value of x with the L. So we will replace this value with L and then find out the value of C1. So C1 will be equal to 1 by 2 PL square. So we will rewrite the equation. So this is the equation. This equation will be called as the slope equation. EI dy by dx will be equal to minus 1 by 2 px square plus write down the value of C1 1 by 2 PL square. So this equation will become slope equation. So what is the use of this slope equation? So we will have to find out the slope at the point B. In that condition, we have to put the boundary condition of x equal to 0. So x equal to 0, what is the value of theta? So to find out the slope at that point, we will put the boundary condition, this is the boundary condition of point B, and then we will find out the slope at point B. So EI dy by dx will be equal to minus 1 by 2 px square plus 1 by 2 PL square. So we first integrate both members of equation 4. We will write down EI y minus 1 by 6 px cube plus 1 by 2 PL square into x plus C2. C2 here is the constant of integration. So again we have to find out the value of C2 by putting the boundary this value, because we know that at point A the deflection y is 0. So we know that at point A we have when the value of x equal to L, because at A point the length will become L of x, y equal to 0. So we'll put this boundary condition in equation 5 and then find out the value of C2. So we'll put this boundary condition. So at point A, this y will become 0 when the x value is L. So 0, we'll replace the value of x with L. We'll find out the value of C2. C2 will be equal to minus 1 by 3 PL cube. We'll put the value of C2 in this equation and then rewrite the equation. That equation will become deflection equation. Then what is the use? So to find out the deflection at point B, we'll use this equation. We'll put the boundary condition. Actually, this should be 0 at point B. The value of x is 0. What is the y value? So we'll first use the slope equation and then find out the slope at point B. To determine the slope at point B, put the x equal to 0 in the equation 4. So we can find out the value of slope. So that will be equal to PL square by 2EI. And to find out the deflection at point B, put the value of x equal to 0. So that is minus PL cube by 3. So here this should be equal to 0. So for this cantilever beam at the free end, the value of slope will be equal to PL square by 2EI and the value of deflection will be equal to minus PL cube by 3EI. So here minus sign indicates that the deflection is downward. The deflection is downward, so that it is giving the minus sign.